Good morning and welcome to another HandsOn Connect University. Today we're going to be talking about the sharing portal and what is new and improved on the sharing portal. My name is Melissa and I'm excited to be here today. We have so much happening and so many new improvements that you are going to love, and we have a very brief session today, 20 minutes, and want to run through some important new improvements and things you may not be aware of, whether you're a new onboarding customer or one of our customers, long-time customers that's recently migrated to the new HandsOn Connect 3.0, or if you're planning on doing that soon. I am recording today's session, so just want to let you know that, and appreciate questions in the chat box if you have them, and let's get through this and take a look. So the sharing portal, what is new and improved? Well, first I think we need to take a look at an overview of the HandsOn Connect 3.0 sharing portal itself. There are two different sharing models in the sharing portal: partner staff, also known as PS, you'll see that sometimes, and volunteer leaders, also known as VL. You know, we're bad to abbreviate and use acronyms. So we want to talk about those sharing models and the permissions that go with it, and then the new capabilities that are built around those sharing models. So just a quick poll: if you currently use either volunteer leader portal or the partner staff portal, would you please enter that information in the chat box? Just let us know. What do you call it? Volunteer leaders or partner staff? And then we'll take another poll at the end of the presentation today and see if possibly maybe a different thought process on that. So the sharing portal, just like your volunteer portal or your website, can look a lot of different ways, depending on what you want your partner staff to know, what you want your volunteer leaders to know. So I've done just a couple of slides here to give you some examples. One group that is using the sharing portal has project leaders, and that's what it looks like for them. Another group also uses volunteer leaders, project leaders, partner staff. Have an embedded video there, help video in the staff partner page itself. Another way with some more links and information on how to use the system. And last but not least, another project leaders portal with, again, additional information and links on how you can use the system on that home page. So everyone's looks a little bit different, and everyone uses it a little bit differently. So let's talk about when one profile page isn't enough. Partner staff, the way that HandsOn Connect deals with that terminology is they are staff members for community organizations that you may be working with that need portal access. So one of the new improvements and features is that your partner staff may be related to more than one organization. So if you have someone who is maybe an executive director for one partner organization, but they are on the board of directors and help manage volunteers for another community organization, they can now help with both organizations in the context of the sharing portal. Partner staff have access to all contacts and opportunities associated with their organization, and that's critical to know and understand in this system. Volunteer leaders are generally volunteers as opposed to paid staff members who lead projects for your organization or for other organizations. Their access to information is limited to the project that they are assigned to lead. So very significant different sharing models there. So don't get hung up on the nomenclature. Don't get hung up on the fact that we call it partner staff and volunteer leader. As we've already seen in the examples of the sharing portals, lots of folks call these people a lot of different things, and that's fine. So from the standpoint of what's important is what each profile can actually do, how it works, what's shared with them, and then what permissions you want them to have. So partner staff, for example, the sharing settings are based on the organization itself and what organization they're affiliated with. Permission settings, create, read, edit, you can set based on your best business practices. So Charles Xavier, for example, is partner staff for Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. And we'll take a look at what his profile looks like and what he does in the new system. A volunteer leader, on the other hand, has sharing settings based on their connection to a specific occurrence. And again, the permission settings for what they can do can be create, read, or edit, but only on the things that they see, which are based on their connection to the occurrence itself. So from there, let's take a look just quickly at the differences in their own sharing portal pages now that we are able to create. And I'm going to pop over to this screen, make it a little bit larger so we can see here. And so this is my demo page, and we're going to log in as Charles Xavier. And see what Charles Xavier sees as a partner staff member. Charles Xavier, as I mentioned, is the director of Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. And so you see on the sharing portal page, he can create volunteer opportunities, but he sees all the opportunities that are related to the organization that he's associated with. If he were a volunteer leader, he would only see the volunteer opportunities where he is a volunteer leader. So he wouldn't see every single one of these. That's the sharing model. The permission settings allow him to create volunteer opportunity, to report attendance, to see all the contacts associated with his specific organization, and to update and edit his organization itself. So from the standpoint of a partner staff member, all of that is within the sharing settings that are a partner staff. If we go and log out and take a look now at Helen Parr, who is a volunteer leader, and I apologize that I can't type and talk at the same time. And you will see from the volunteer leader standpoint that Helen has many less permissions, less opportunity to see things. She will only see attendance reporting for volunteers who have attended volunteer opportunities where she has been involved with the as the volunteer leader. She only sees contacts who have been members of the volunteer opportunities that she has led. And so to take a look at how that actually works within the context of the system itself of creating those, you have that capability when you log into your CMS. And I'm going to take a quick shortcut here just so we can look at it quickly and give you some quick instructions on it. And then there is actually a document that I will share with you so that you can do this yourself if you are interested in having those two different pages for volunteer leaders and for partner staff. And so We do this in the context of the pages themselves. Find your dashboard, your sharing portal dashboard. Home is what it's called on a lot of pages. And you see where the profile says default. You can go to Partner Staff and create a page that has one set of resources and information. Then you can go to Volunteer Leader and create a completely different page with different information. So a quick and easy way to set up those two individual pages, and then what those partner staff members and volunteer leaders see are based on what they are given permission to see. So you see here's the volunteer leader page with the information on that they have, as well as the ability to put in links for downloadable information that they may need, forms that you need to fill out on a regular basis, and all of that can be implemented through that partner portal page here in the content management system itself. So there is, as I said, documentation in the help desk to help you with that further, but it's a very simple and easy process to do. So we go back and think about this again. Charles Xavier is partner staff. He is in charge of a single organization. He has sharing rights to go and update organizational information, to create new volunteer opportunities. So just to remember the differences there in what that looks like. The volunteer leaders, for the most part, may be just assessing attendance and recording that for you. And of course, based on your business practices, then you tell us what you need there. Helen Parr, we looked at, was the volunteer leader, and she obviously can create, contact volunteers and be able to record their attendance. But that's all that she really needs to do. So from there, as we go on, just to think about those differences, partner staff, volunteer leader, it's more than just the nomenclature itself. If you need partner staff, you need people to have access to information related to their organization. If you have volunteer leaders, you need people who have access to specific volunteer opportunities where they are the volunteer leader for that opportunity and not additional information more than that. So let's take a look at some of the things that the new powers that these portals offer to your project leaders, volunteer leaders, partner organizations. So Amelia Pond is another partner staff member. And let's go and look. I believe I'm logged in as her. And this, as you can see, is yet another partner staff sharing portal. And so Amelia can go into her organization tab, her file there. And one of the great new features is that she can add a new organization contact. So perhaps she's just hired a new staff member who's going to help her. And so Rory needs to have access here to be able to set up volunteer opportunities and help her manage volunteers. So she can quickly fill in his information. And I think that's all that's required. He needs a phone number. And we save that. And you as the administrator will get a request to create that partner staff member in the system. She can request portal access for him so that he can actually use the portal as well. You see success. Jenny Seacrest has been notified of your request to grant portal access to this staff contact. And so when the administrator grants that access, Rory will also be able to go in and create volunteer opportunities, report attendance, do all the things that Amelia Pond can currently do. Additionally, within the context of the volunteer opportunities themselves, one of the new features that is available now is to be able to create a new occurrence within the volunteer opportunity itself. So as a partner staff member looking at the volunteer opportunity and you realize that you want to create an extra occurrence. So perhaps this occurs on a regular basis, but you all are adding an occurrence because there's a holiday coming up. And so on October 9th, when we're celebrating Columbus Day, then we can add an extra event there because kids will be out of school and be able to help us and save, and that event is added. An additional feature is the ability to edit the maximum attendance. So for the volunteer opportunity itself, maximum attendance is normally 1. But because I want all of you all to come with me this afternoon on the event that starts at 6, and currently there's only room for 1, we want to update that maximum attendance, and we'll make it 10 so that everybody can join us, and we'll take off to someplace lovely and wonderful and exciting. And there you have it. So you see that we have updated that maximum attendance to 10 so that everyone can join us. So those are just a few quick new features that are available in the sharing portals. There are all sorts of new things coming on a regular basis. So just want to encourage you to keep up to date with the release notes online. I will provide these links for you. There's a great document on what are the 2 HandsOn Connect profiles that Larry Deckel, our product manager, created. And there's a link there in the screen to visit that and take a look. There's also a link to the help desk information on the 2 sharing portal pages and the specific step-by-step instructions for you as well. So we appreciate you joining us, working on your sharing portals, and please let us know if we can help in any way. Our help desk and support staff stand ready. Be sure just to submit a ticket with questions or if you need additional information. And sign up for our webinar next week on volunteer milestones, an exciting new project from the Nonprofit Success Pack and Salesforce. So our other Connect University sessions are also online if you'd like to go back and catch up on anything you might have missed in the past. I appreciate you being here today, and let us know how we can help. Thank you.